From Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. He weighs 225 pounds. This is Joshua Master.
We've come too far to turn back now. Putting bridges down. Losing faith, one getting grabbed against us now. From taking back control. Run on.
I want everybody to pay close attention because tonight will be the most profound night in Full Impact Pro history. The new revolution will begin tonight. And the man that will lead us and this entire company into the future will grace you all with his presence very soon. And I assure you, if I don't walk away this champion, this man is guaranteed to. Even your precious homicide AJ Styles couldn't stop him.
Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois. He weighs 220 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is CM Punk.
The way that you become was yesterday. That you were screaming. This is what makes us strong. Just back and hold us back. This is what makes us who we are. This just back and hold us back. We're grasping time every day, looking for a way to change. Those things that hold us back, those things that held us down. We're grasping time.
Let me explain something to you people of Florida. You see, I've been here before. I know who you people are. You're the people that polluted my hallways in high school. You're the people that pollute this college campus and prey on the weak. You're the people that some kids look up to, but not anymore. Because I'm here at FIP to do something that should have been done a long time ago. You see, America used to have a credo that welcomed with open arms your weak and you're poor and you're hungry. But something changed a long time ago, so I'm here to make it right. I accept all you outcasts and the misfits of the world, those who were shunned and rejected. You are now mine, and I open my arms to you. And tonight, it shouldn't be AJ Styles and Homicide in the main event. It should be me, CM Punk. And I'm gonna prove exactly why tonight is important. Because tonight is a new dawn. Tonight is the beginning of a new revolution.
Without a fight. This is what makes us stronger. This desperation never felt so good. This is what makes us.
And his opponent,
What makes us who we are. This desperation never felt so good. This desperation.
he's from Savannah, Georgia. He weighs 228 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the shooter, Vordell Walker.
Tonight it's all we've got, it's all we've ever had. You can keep your shitty scenes, your fucked up dreams, and I'll keep moving on. Because I know these moments can last a lifetime. The music, the message, living for the moment. We'll bring it back this time.
CM Punk, what was he talking about? He's opening up his arms to all the misfits.
Hey, here at the USF, has he got a target audience? I'll give him that right there. But Vordell Walker, CM Punk doesn't need to worry about leading revolutions. Right now, he needs to worry about that powerhouse in front of him. Because Vordell Walker can go. We've seen 2 upsets tonight already. We may see a third, and it could be the biggest upset in the country if CM Punk doesn't have his mind completely focused on this match.
The crowd voicing their approval for Vordell Walker. CM Punk, he's been everywhere and done everything. Ring of Honor, IWA Mid-South, NWA TNA 01, Major League Wrestling, you name it, he's been there and he's risen to the top. Now he hopes to do the same in FIP and become the FIP Heavyweight Champion. Vordell Walker, I agree with you, Mark. This is a guy that's going to be a superstar one day, and he can achieve that superstar status this weekend if he manages to get through this tournament and win.
Well, even if he doesn't win the tournament, he could fast-track his career tonight. All it takes is one victory over CM Punk, and you have major bones in professional wrestling.
You know, Punk's ego seems to be a little out of control as he is shoved down. Punk seemed to be a little upset that AJ Styles versus Homicide is the main event tonight. It seems like Punk feels like he should be in the main event.
Okay, how bad do you think CM Punk's ego is out of control if you think CM Punk's ego is out of control tonight? I mean, that's like saying, where do you start with CM Punk's ego to begin with?
I don't know what CM Punk is talking about with this new Dawn. I don't know what he's wearing eye makeup. I do like the fact he's coming out to South of Heaven by Slayer. That's pretty cool. CM Punk, there's no telling what's in store with him here in FIP.
It's going to be losing to Vordell Walker if he's not paying attention. I'm telling you, Vordell Walker is going to be a star.
Well, he shouldn't be pointing at his head there, showing how smart he is. Instead, he's getting rolled up. Vordell Walker now taking it to him. Nice series of Japanese-style arm drags and a potent drop kick.
Does Vordell Walker look even a little bit impressed by CM Punk's resume?
Not at all, as he is wrenching in that arm bar.
And see, this is smart wrestling on Vordell Walker's part. He has the momentum going, but instead of a blind charge, look at him. He's going to control CM Punk on the mat now.
Vordell Walker definitely feeding off those fans in the front row.
Oh, dear God, did I just say look at him? Please tell me I'm not channeling David Crockett.
David Crockett. Who's that?
Never mind. Now CM Punk's going to try to wrestle his way out of trouble here. Takes over with the extended wrist lock. CM Punk, mascara and rouge and lipstick aside, is a great wrestler. Matter of fact, I'm not sure CM Punk isn't at his best when he is mat wrestling. Though CM Punk has been in some of the wildest, bloodiest brawls in all of professional wrestling over the last 2 years. If CM Punk is in FIP, FIP is going to have uncontrollable, out-of-control action.
Well, you have to give FIP all the credit in the world for bringing just the best talent here for this tournament, whether it's CM Punk, whether it's AJ Styles or Homicide, or even former ECW champion Just Incredible.
Well, and not only is it getting the established stars like CM Punk and AJ Styles, but it's also what great talent scouting by bringing in the guys like Vordell Walker.
You have a mix of everything here. Florida veterans, the best upcoming talent, and the top independent superstars. I mean, who knows who can win the title if you go to maybe somebody like a CM Punk, a top star, or we could see a new star made, or we could see someone like Just Incredible resurrect his career. CM Punk calling timeout, and I know for a fact there's no timeouts in FIP. Punk using that to bait Vordell Walker in.
For the first time tonight, Vordell Walker's experience showed. But look at this. Vordell Walker, so strong, just absorbs the chops of CM Punk. And Vordell, don't worry about the crowd. There you go.
I think Vordell Walker, he's feeding off those people. They're giving him strength. They're giving him energy. So I'm all for it.
Well, some of these people in this crowd can give him all kinds of things if he gets too close. Right now, focus on CM Punk.
Wow, look at that snap on that reversal. Nice backdrop, and CM Punk once again in trouble. CM Punk having a lot of trouble with the powerhouse.
See, Vordell Walker's more than just a weightlifter. Vordell Walker, great amateur background.
Oh, once again, Punk baits him in and takes advantage of the situation.
CM Punk has got a lot of ability, but I think his two greatest strengths are his resiliency and his intelligence. Don't let the bizarre ramblings fool you. CM Punk is as good of a strategist as you're going to find in the ring.
No doubt about that. He is a mastermind. In fact, an evil genius. I would go so far as to call him that. Vordell Walker struggling now. Punk taking control, ringing the bell.
You know, and sometimes CM Punk, it almost seems like he gets better. I think Joshua Masters is lost.
What?
Can someone show him back to the dressing room, please?
What's he doing out here?
Oh, he's not coming over here. He's not coming out to the mobile studio, are you?
Mobile studio, maybe he wants a front row seat.
Well, Vordell Walker chopping his way out of trouble.
Nice roll up. 2 count only. What an upset that would be. Whoa.
CM Punk's power on display there. Turns him inside out with that clothesline.
You know, there's no telling where FIP is going to evolve to. Who's going to be the top stars? I mean, 5, 6, 7 shows down the line.
What's up
FIP
now,
might
Florida?
be an entirely different product. There's no telling what's going to happen. We are just at the very beginning right here.
But the one thing that we can say on this first show is the FIP promotion has made a legitimate commitment to bringing in the best possible talent.
Oh, FIP is always going to bring you the best. Nothing less than the best from FIP.
Yeah, there's no old guys here collecting paychecks either.
Nope, FIP is looking for hungry talent that wants to shine, talent that wants to dominate the wrestling business. You know, if you get to FIP now, you're basically getting in on the ground floor, and you can be one of those people that build the company. I mean, it's like ECW when Shane Douglas and Terry Funk and Sabu were all there, and they built that company. ECW started in front of crowds of 20, 30, 40 people, and it slowly but surely rose in the wrestling business. And the people that were there at the very beginning, they have gone down as legends, and we could see the same thing happen right here in FIP.
It is not out of the realm of possibility to see the match, the two men that we have in the ring, CM Punk and Vordell Walker, rematched in 6 to 9 months, wrestling for the FIP title, wrestling a high-stakes match to determine who the #1 guy in independent wrestling is.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it even 3-4 years from now. I mean, when you're dealing with talent this young, nice drop kick right to the back of the neck. When you're 2 count, yes, 2 count. When you're dealing with talent this young, I mean, these are guys that have their entire career in front of them. You're not dealing with guys that are just hanging on with has-beens. You're dealing with the future of the wrestling business right here, and that's CM Punk and Vordell Walker.
And notice that CM Punk is a lot more focused into this match now. You know, he's no longer worried about the crowd. He's no longer, you know, he realizes that he's got a complete challenge in Vordell Walker.
He got serious in a hurry, that's for sure. Still trying to figure out what Joshua Masters is doing out there.
He could just be lost. It's possible he couldn't figure out his way back to the dressing room.
Yeah. Maybe he needs his little leader to come out and guide him to me now.
How smart do you have to be to put one over on Joshua Masters, huh?
Vordell Walker, he needs to fight back.
Back off, out of the corner. 1, 2.
Whipped into the corner.
Punk charges in. And look at Punk. Did you notice Punk's stutter step before he got there, making sure that Vordell Walker didn't get a knee up?
Very smart move by CM Punk. Todd Sinclair having words with him, the referee. Todd Sinclair braving his way down in the hurricane to be here. Even FIP's going after the best officials. Look at that. Punk shoved down. Todd Sinclair's not going to take it.
Well, I agree with you. Todd Sinclair, in my mind, really is one of the top officials in all professional wrestling. And you know, the mark of a great official is somebody that's not intimidated by having a star in the ring with him. He just showed that sleeper hold.
CM Punk has done a lot of things in this match to cut off the oxygen from Vordell Walker, and this sleeper hold could be the finishing touch.
You know, when you're a big guy like Vordell Walker, the sleeper hold can actually be more effective. You know, I don't care how big and strong you are, if you can't breathe, you can't win.
Notice that CM Punk is leading in with his body weight too, so Vordell Walker also had to carry his body weight. Vordell Walker now, he's almost in a neutral position. I don't see how he can get out of this.
But look at Vordell Walker, though. Vordell Walker keeps trying to get his body perpendicular. This is actually how you counter the sleeper. He's not letting CM Punk's arm completely get under the carotid artery.
You notice what else Vordell Walker is doing? I think that he's rolling his tongue, which ensures that there'll be an air passage no matter what.
Yeah, this is, you know, he's out. He's still with it. Vordell Walker actually showing a lot of savvy for a wrestler so young.
Wardell Walker is going to be a superstar. He's showing it here. Back elbow. Wow, chin breaker. That could dislocate Punk's chin.
That's one way to break the sleeper.
Could you imagine if Punk came here thinking he was going to have a cakewalk and he ends up losing in the first round?
One thing that we've seen through our first 4 matches, there are no off nights in the FIP. There are no walkovers in FIP. If you show up in an FIP ring, you better be ready for action.
Big forearm right to the jaw of Wardell Walker. Walker trying to shake it off. Walker now with corner to corner, up and over. Great agility for the powerhouse.
Look at the athleticism of Wardell Walker. Completely goes over CM Punk at 240 pounds and then plants him with a belly-to-back suplex in the release.
Mark Nolte, I am very impressed with the power and more so the agility of Wardell Walker. What's Joshua Masters doing?
And the poise of Wardell Walker. CM Punk would have put away a lot of guys, but Wardell Walker has never panicked, never lost his composure, and now he's starting to get some momentum.
Beautiful kick. Punk is down. We could see the upset of the year here. What a throw.
Wardell Walker starting to feel it. Northern Light suplex. He's going to pull the upset. No! CM Punk rolls his shoulder.
Wow, Wardell Walker so close.
The first night of FIP almost saw the biggest upset in professional wrestling on the indie scene.
A kick though, that mule kick. Punk goes for it again, nails it twice. No, Wardell Walker using the power, catches him. And plants him.
Now Joshua, somebody tell Joshua Masters to go away.
Get down off the ring now!
Wardell Walker's got him beat. Matt, Wardell Walker's got him beat. Todd Sinclair is locked up with the idiot Joshua Masters.
Wardell Walker distracted. Oh, Punk at the tights. No!
Oh, only a 2. But wait a minute. Punk and Joshua Masters conferring.
Is Masters the first follower of Punk? I think that Punk is that leader that Masters talked about. Masters twists Wardell
And holds the foot.
Oh, that's despicable.
You didn't catch it on the camera, but he was also holding the foot.
This is what makes us strong. Just let it crack, hold us back. This is what makes us who we are. Let's just back it, hold us back. We're grasping time every day, looking for a way to
Wardell, I'm not mad at you. I just feel sorry for you. Because it's you shocked wannabe football players that made me what I am today. And Joshua Masters, whether you people like it or not, is the first soldier in a new calling. And if you don't like it, you better learn to love it. Because we're here to stay.
A back and forth, both men throwing fists. Homicide now. Going for an ace crusher perhaps. AJ pushes him off. Oh, into the ref. Todd Sinclair goes down.
Leg lariat by AJ Styles to cover, no one to count.
I think it would take more than that to defeat Homicide anyways.
Yeah, I think Homicide, a lot of wrestlers will wait for that first count. It's almost like a boxer taking the 8 count when he gets knocked down.
It would take more than a leg lariat.
Absolutely.
What's this? No! CM Punk and Joshua Masters. Both with a chair to the gut of AJ. Now to the gut of Homicide. He's attacking both men.
He's going after both guys. I thought he was just going after AJ Styles.
AJ gets the chair. Homicide is down. Punk runs like a coward.
Oh, Joshua Masters is doing the hold me back bit.
What's
Todd Sinclair looks like he's ready to make a decision. He's calling the ring announcer, Lenny Leonard.
Way to go, champ. Way to go, TNA.
sees the chair. He sees AJ Styles with a chair, doesn't know where it came from.
Oh, that's just terrible.
In Todd Sinclair's defense, he can only call what he can see.
CM Punk and Joshua Masters have ruined this main event.
And what a great match we had going. Now a sign of sportsmanship for AJ Styles.
Homicide and AJ seem to be getting on the same page. And look at Punk and Masters, they're so proud of themselves.
They're begging for an ovation.
Oh, this is disgusting. This is deplorable. This is terrible.
Begging for approval that they're just not going to get.
This is not what FIP is all about. You can expect something different from FIP in the future. This is just despicable. CM Punk ruining the main event.
And Homicide is furious. Homicide's gonna fly!
To bank on Hilo on Masters and Punk.
And he takes out Punk and Masters. The revolution is down.
Hold on, I think that Punk threw Masters into Homicide. Punk let Masters, his lackey, take that.
Oh, the Masters is the sacrifice.
Punk has run away after ruining the main event. Masters, and what's this? AJ called for Masters. AJ, he's got Masters up, has him hooked. The one and only Styles Clash. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen tomorrow night with round 2, the semifinals and finals of the FIP Heavyweight Title Tournament? We'll see you tomorrow night.
Welcome to a new dawn. All you freaks and geeks and losers now have somewhere to hang your hat. Someone to look up to in CM Punk. Joshua Masters was the first to follow in my footsteps. There will be more. Tonight, the FIP title will come to my waist where it rightfully belongs. And tonight, Joshua, you are simply a roadblock. Stop Homicide from making it to the finals. Injure him at all costs so that belt can come home to the new dawn.
Been going down, not like this, not this time. This shit's not going.
He weighs 214 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the notorious 187 Homicide.
Welcome to night 2 of FIP's Emergence Weekend. The date is September 25th. We are underway right here in the FIP Mobile Studio. I'm Matt Pike, joined by Mark Nolte. The action's hot and heavy underway. Homicide against Joshua Masters, the lackey of CM Punk's new dog.
And I'm not sure this isn't a sacrifice. Homicide is still furious.
I still can't believe the way that show ended last night. That was terrible. Homicide getting some revenge for it right now. The Homicide AJ Styles main event ruined by CM Punk and the New Dawn.
You're absolutely right. Homicide gets his hand raised when CM Punk brings the chair into the ring. AJ Styles confiscates the chair. The referee sees AJ with the chair, disqualifies AJ, raises Homicide's hand. Homicide wanted a clean victory over AJ Styles.
What a great match that was, that Homicide versus AJ Styles match.
And you used the right word a second ago. He ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. Joshua Masters, is going to be a big underdog here against Homicide, but there's a wild card on the outside in CM Punk. And if CM Punk gets an opportunity to steal one here, he will.
Ace Crusher off the top. That could be it for Joshua Masters. CM Punk trying to eliminate the competition last night in the main event. And right now, Homicide might have eliminated Joshua Masters. Yes, that's it. What a quick match. CM Punk though jumping Homicide. Taking advantage of the notorious 187.
Trying to injure him in case they have to meet later on in the semis.
And right now, Homicide fights back and CM Punk like a coward takes off again.
can't last. This can't last. This can't last. And I know this road can be so dark. This life's a journey, it's only once you make it. You can lead the way or you can fall by the sun. We've come too far to turn around now. We've come too far to turn around now.
And his opponent is from Ozone Park, New York. He weighs 233 pounds, and he ranks by being robusta. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Impact player, Justin Credible. Tonight, CM Punk, I plan to bring the full Impact Pro Wrestling title and put it right next to the mantle with my ECW World Heavyweight title, bitch.
You can keep your city since you're fucked up friends and all you know.
Second round action continues with the final match in the second round. CM Punk versus Justin Credible. The winner will take on Rain Man. Punk going to the floor.
Justin Credible only needed one move. He hits the super kick, the giant thrust kick, and gets to the quarters. CM Punk, impressive victory. They actually kind of stole one with the help of Joshua Masters over Vordell Walker.
He definitely stole one, Mark Nolte. Absolutely despicable.
Justin Credible, former world champion. CM Punk, future world champion.
When you're talking about Justin Credible, this is a man that wore that ECW World Heavyweight title and was a very proud champion. He defended against everybody and had some of the best matches of any ECW World Champion, and he'd like to get back on the wrestling map by winning the FIP Heavyweight title. CM Punk with some words for the ringside fans. CM Punk, one of the top independent wrestlers going today, the leader of the New Dawn here in FIP.
In my opinion, it's not a question of if CM Punk wins a world title, it's a question of when.
Could it be tonight here in FIP? CM Punk has already raised the ire of Homicide, ruining that main event last night. A great match between Homicide and AJ Styles. CM Punk interjecting himself at the end of the match.
Well, Justin Credible, I believe, is your pick to win the whole tournament before it started.
This guy is a bona fide superstar.
And right now, it's mind games. CM Punk trying to goad Justin Credible into making a mistake.
CM Punk definitely playing mind games with Justin Credible. CM Punk said his New Dawn, they welcome all the misfits. We'll have to see where that goes.
You have your membership card yet?
Hey man, I'm one of the cool kids. Justin Credible waiting for Punk to come in, goading him in.
Now it's Justin Credible. It's hard, you're not going to psych out Justin Credible, are you?
Justin Credible has been through it all and done it all. Whether it's WWE, ECW.
Justin Credible's been in the ring with Raven. CM Punk is good at mind games, but he's not going to do anything Justin Credible has to say.
Justin Credible is a true veteran of the wrestling business.
Yeah, in my opinion, if this is a wrestling match, CM Punk has the advantage. If it turns into a brawl, if it turns into a street fight, CM Punk can definitely go that route as well, but I think that's the match Justin Credible would be more comfortable on.
Look who's conspicuous by his absence, no Joshua Masters.
It's early. You notice Joshua Masters didn't come out until late in CM Punk's first round victory over Vordell Walker.
Yeah, but then again, Mark, remember, we didn't know what Joshua Masters was doing out there. And now it's clear that he is CM Punk's lackey.
I'm still not sure Joshua Masters knew what he was doing.
Who knows what Joshua Masters is doing? What could be going through his head?
Do you think Joshua Masters figured out that CM Punk sacrificed him to Homicide and AJ Styles last night?
Well, if he didn't figure that out, he felt the sacrifice today when Homicide lariated him right out of the tournament in a hurry.
Just incredible, out wrestling CM Punk on the mat right now.
Whipping to the ropes. Just incredible, gets that headlock.
You know, it's interesting, he's doing exactly the opposite I thought. He didn't see a Punk through the pin, and it's just impossible that went to the side headlock takeover.
2.5.
What talent we're seeing here in FIP.
Regardless of who wins this match, it's going to be a great Final Four. It's Rain Man, Austin Aries, the winner of this match.
And Homicide. I'm looking forward to Homicide and Austin Aries in the semifinals. Up and over, fast-paced action. Gets tossed by Just Incredible. Takes Punk down with a headlock.
Just Incredible did not get goaded to playing any of CM Punk's mind games early on.
Who will be the building blocks of FIP? Who will we never see again in FIP after this weekend? The future will only tell. There's no telling what FIP style will be like. I gotta tell you though, Mark, I am digging the studio-like setting. Very, very cool stuff. Different than anything else out there today right now.
Yeah, you're a conversion game kind of guy.
As there's CM Punk with shoulder blocking, they got a Just Incredible.
And thus far, it has been Just Incredible beating CM Punk to the punch on everything. It's like CM Punk's wrestling this one move ahead the whole time.
Side headlock there by Just Incredible. He keeps going back to that side headlock.
And he keeps making CM Punk carry his weight.
CM Punk, a veteran of all the top independent groups, whether it's Ring of Honor, whether it's Combat Zone Wrestling, whether it's IWA Mid-South. Shoulder block, down goes Punk.
CM Punk, there may be a soft board. It looks like CM Punk landed wrong on that knee. Just Incredible. I can't tell you what Todd Sinclair wants to halt the match momentarily to check on the knee of CM Punk.
Oh, you know what? I don't like the news on. I don't like CM Punk, but I never want to see anyone get injured. Oh, come on. How cheap is that? CM Punk going right after the knee after faking a knee injury. Takes the leg out of Just Incredible.
This is what happens when CM Punk gets thoroughly out-wrestled in early moments of a match. He starts getting desperate. This time it paid off.
I can't believe Just Incredible fell for it.
Well, he fell for it.
Yeah, you did too much.
I'm not going to complain about Just Incredible.
Well, I don't know what's going on anymore.
But right now,
We're in the middle of a hurricane, Mark Nolte. We're crazy for being here in the first place.
but CM Punk, oh, look at this, CM Punk.
Mocking the fans. Despicable.
You know what I say, jackass?
Yeah, it's home video. You can say whatever you want. CM Punk now wrenching that knee. Trying to take off the limb of Just Incredible, immobilizing. And you know what? If Just Incredible can't stand, he can't hit That's Incredible.
Keep in mind the difference between last night and tonight. All the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals will be wrestled tonight. So let's say CM Punk or Just Incredible comes back and wins this match. He'll still be feeling the effects of that hamstring and knee as he goes into his Final Four match.
You cannot afford to get injury in your opening match of the night. You're right about that, Mark. Small package.
Out of the step over toe hold.
That could have been the break that Credible needed.
Of course, Terry Funk won the world title with that here in Florida, as a matter of fact, in Miami.
That was a 2. 2? It was 3. You back off.
CM Punk, no, roll up. Not enough.
Has anybody ever actually won that argument with the referee? Have you ever seen the referee go, you know what, I'll set the thought, and then rang the bell and tell you right here?
That's true, but that
Figure 4 leg lock by CM Punk.
yeah, perhaps Punk's got it. He's trying to intimidate Todd Sinclair, so maybe Todd Sinclair might be a little quicker to ring the bell in the future.
That's true.
Figure 4, just Incredible in a whole lot of pain. Can Incredible fight out of this hold? And if he does, what kind of shape will he be in for the rest of the match? And if he wins the rest of the tournament?
Sometimes tournaments are a war of attrition more than they are wrestling matches. And Just Incredible's having a really hard time getting this turn.
Now he's trying to remove the leg of CM Punk. No.
Oh, CM Punk just mocking him.
Incredible's getting angry and he's getting adrenaline. Now he turns it over.
Yeah, suddenly CM doesn't think he's so funny.
Punk grabs the ropes.
Drop kick right into the knee.
FIP, what kind of identity will this promotion have? How would we evolve? Where will things be in the future? There's no telling what FIP will be like even 3, 4, 5 shows from now. I keep hearing about a Florida Rumble taking place later on too. That should be very interesting.
Because you're right, you're getting more and more way independent talent sending their resumes, sending in their demo tape. So if any of these guys screw up too bad, then they can be replaced.
I got a feeling some of these guys won't be back.
Because more talent than Spot.
Back and forth, both men ducking. Power slam, not a lot behind it as you see Incredible clutching at his knee.
Had no balance. Couldn't get any type of a stance to get any kind of power into that. Just Incredible right now fighting on hard. CM Punk. Now Just Incredible, that right hand still works.
Whipping him in. Kick to the gut. DDT.
Again, because of that leg, isn't getting anywhere near the impact.
Going for that super kick, he's got it.
But again, isn't able to get nearly the authority behind it that he normally does. The smart thing about what Punk did, not only does it disable Just Incredible, it takes away his biggest weapon in that thrust kick, or at least certainly neutralizes it.
2 count only. Too much time passed. Incredible not able to get the impact he wanted.
Yeah, Just Incredible changing the game plan, calling for the tombstone.
He could be going. That's Incredible. Scooping him up. On that weak knee. No, not able to hold him. Drops down, no. 2 count only. Punk now. Oh, he used the ropes for leverage and got the 3 count.
Stole another one.
There's no Joshua Masters, though. Punk going to the semifinal.
So this society that we all live in that vilifies this gangster lifestyle that homicide leads, this society that you people live in makes me sick. It's because of homicide and your hero complex for thugs and drug dealers that Joshua Masters is in the hospital right now. It's the reason he wasn't out here when I fought Just Incredible. It's the reason he's not out here when I'm gonna fight Rain Man. But it doesn't matter. Hospital or not, the FIP championship is coming home to CM Punk and the New Dawn.
for the other semifinal match. The winner of this one will go on to beat Homicide to determine the FIP heavyweight champion. CM Punk, without Joshua Masters, who I guess is in the hospital, against Rain Man.
Well, that's what happened when Homicide hits you with that lariat. Especially when he connects the way he did on Joshua Masters in the quarterfinals. Oh, look how sweet. CM Punk wants to shake hands. I don't think Rain Man's that dumb.
Well, let's just hope Joshua Masters ends up being okay, even though he's a lackey, he's a flunky, he's stupid. You still don't want to see anyone get injured in this business.
Well, hopefully he'll figure out that CM Punk has sacrificed him every chance he's had. I didn't see CM Punk just literally threw him to the wolves last night, tosses him to AJ Styles and Homicide so he can make his escape. Right now, Rain Man, forget about all the melodramatics and the backstory. Rain Man, one victory away from beating Homicide for the FIP title. You've talked about, Matt, all for the last 2 days about making your mark, establishing yourself on the ground floor. This is what Rain Man has a chance to do. The fact that Joshua Masters isn't going to interfere in this match, at least Rain Man knows he's going to get a fair shot.
CM Punk has been absolutely despicable in this tournament, winning every match thus far by cheating. Not only that, but he ruined the main event of last night. We've said that several times already. CM Punk leading the New Dawn, that's what he calls it, his new faction. He welcomes all the misfits, all the outcasts, and it's having words for the fans here in the FIP Mobile Studio.
CM Punk, I don't know if he's playing mind games with Rain Man or if he really is visibly upset about the fact that he's not getting any support from this crowd here in Tampa.
Who will get in on the ground floor in FIP? Who will be the building blocks of FIP? What will the FIP product be like even 2 shows from now, 3 shows from now, 4 shows from now? You are seeing just the very beginning right here. And the beginning starts with a new FIP heavyweight champion. Roll up right off the bat, and Punk, frustrated, goes back to the floor.
You know, like I said, I don't know if this is frustration by Punk or mind games. I do know this. You don't want to get inside CM Punk's head. You don't want to get that close to him where you understand how his mind works.
He is definitely a warped individual. Look at that, he's arguing with a little girl.
Maybe he's trying to recruit her for the New Dawn.
CM Punk joined with some other kids at ringside.
But what a matchup that'd be in finals. Rain Man against Homicide.
That'd be something else. Homicide, though, with that injured arm. No love lost for CM Punk, though. Homicide hates CM Punk. Earlier tonight, we saw CM Punk try to jump Homicide.
Rain Man quietly confident here.
Rain Man should be confident. He has 2 big victories already. Very impressive victories at that. He survived an assault from Jason Cross, a lot of great athletic moves from Cross to go on to beat him, and he survived all those kicks from Pahagas to go on and beat him.
I'm not sure this is what Rain Man wants to do right here. He needs to get CM Punk in the ring. CM Punk in different parts of the country has had some amazing brawls with different wrestlers. Some of the bloodiest, wildest feuds that you'll ever see. I think CM Punk, you know what, this might be the master plan to try to goad him into a big brawl outside the ring.
Well, I've seen Rain Man in some absolute bloodbaths in NWA Wildside, so he's not afraid to mix it up either. Punk now battering Rain Man. Knee. Another knee. Rain Man turning things around. Big chop on Punk. We got a fight here, Mark Nolte.
Yeah, this is a battle for dominance right here. And Punk goes upside down into the corner.
Rain Man follows in. Rain Man has to take advantage of the situation, and he does, leveling Punk with a punch. Punk going to the floor one more time.
I don't think Rain Man's falling for the. I don't think Rain Man's going to fall for the trick knee again either.
No, CM Punk already used that trick once against Justin Credible, and it worked. Perhaps giving him that victory over Credible.
Right now, Rain Man's just dismantling CM Punk. I still think that Rain Man's better off keeping this match in the ring than going outside, but that's just my opinion.
Punk now battering Rain Man. No one so far able to get a sustained advantage. Face first, half a flapjack right there.
Drop kick and a beauty. Deep arm drag. And now he's going to ride CM Punk with that arm bar. It's an interesting that you would think that Homicide has the advantage because he's waiting in the wings, catching his breath to see who he meets in the finals. But on the other hand, you have to wonder how much use he's going to have of his arm.
Homicide definitely in pain, but he does have this extra breather. In addition to that, instead of having to worry about his match, he gets to sit back and relax and watch this match.
And scout.
Yep, CM Punk and Rayman weren't able to sit back and relax and watch Homicide semifinal match. They had to worry about this one. Homicide, on the other hand, already done with the semifinal.
Well, and right now, I think CM Punk is rooting for a long match. He'd like these two to extend each other. Hopefully, he'd like to see these two guys maybe bust each other open. Generate a cut.
Oh, he's definitely rooting for that. He's rooting for broken bones, injured limbs. There's an arm drag right there. Rain Man now going after the arm. That's getting a strategy going.
Didn't get all that underhook, but it was good enough to take Punk down.
Come on, Charlie, bandit!
Punk trying to find a base. Well, that's interesting. Now he's going to step on both arms. Looks like he wants to fall away on the arm with the leg drop.
Raymond saying he's gonna break it. Drops the leg.
I don't know if it broke it, but it sure can't feel good.
Not at all.
And I think we have found Rain Man's strategy. I do think it's going to be the left arm.
He's working it right now.
Kid's coming in the ring.
Oh, look at that. CM Punk pointing to the fans, distracting Sinclair and going to the eyes of Rain Man. Despicable.
Nice block by Rain Man. Now he's going to take CM Punk head first into the buckle. Another ride for Punk into the buckle. Now he's going to mount CM Punk in the corner. Matt, I never liked this man.
He is pummeling Punk right now, though.
Yeah, he needs to cut his, he needs to quit while he's ahead.
Inverted atomic drop. Well, looks like you were right, Mark. That gave Punk the opening he needed.
You never want to be off your feet while your opponent has a balance.
Punk now dropping the knee on the head of Rain Man.
Vicious knee to the side of the head. The way Punk delivers these could become knockout blows if he connects just right.
Plus, a human being can only sustain so many blows to the head before they go out.
Yeah, they call it concussion, which is a nice, pretty name. Really what they should be calling it is brain injury.
That's exactly what a concussion is. When your brain is actually bruised.
Right. And now CM Punk opening up on Rain Man is going to try to cut off his win.
Choking him in the ropes.
Look at CM Punk watching Todd Sinclair's count, getting the most he could possibly get on the choke. Matter of fact, he's making sure that Sinclair knows he has a count of 5 before. It's hard to be a referee when you have to enforce rules that have no penalty.
Well, if Todd Sinclair gets to the 5 count, Punk could be disqualified.
Yeah, but watch CM Punk work that count.
Punk will definitely take full advantage of it. Look at that. He hates kids. He's just yelling at those kids.
Yeah, well, kids aren't real thrilled with CM Punk either.
Root slam.
CM Punk looks like he wants to catapult Rain Man's throat and neck into that bottom rope.
Looks like Punk has been targeting the throat of Rain Man in this one.
CM Punk is very adept with the sleeper.
Now he's choking Rain Man again. This time just using his bare hands.
Now, did CM Punk just say that a blatant choke is a legal hold?
He's just playing mind games with everybody around him.
Rain Man trying to fight his way out of trouble. just buries that boot into the sternum.
Rayman didn't have anything behind those punches. Now Rayman backslide.
Backslide, gonna try to steal one here. CM Punk running lariat. Oh, look at CM.
That's just pure cockiness right there.
Rayman not able to generate any wind.
Because Punk keeps going for these chokes. There's another variation of a choke.
Todd Sinclair doing his dead level best to try to keep this match under control. Now rakes the soles of his boots across the eyes of Rainman.
Nobody likes you! Somebody likes you!
Every tactic has been cheap by CM Punk.
Rainman has just absorbed a beating here. The reversal by Rainman charges the corner and connects with a forearm. Rainman's going to come off again. This time, CM Punk. That's what happens when you take so much wind out of you. You're a step slow. Your reflexes aren't quite there. And when you're talking about an 18 square foot ring, just an instant is all it takes for your opponent to be able to move out of the way.
CM Punk very well aware of that. And now look at this, foot right on the back of the neck of Rainman, just taunting everybody.
Should be pointed out in the first round, Rainman was getting annihilated by Jason Foss. Just like CM Punk is annihilating Rainman now. Rainman showed a lot of resiliency, fought his way back into that match and won that match. So if I'm CM Punk, I need to be aware of the Rainman's history and beat him while I got the chance.
Not only that, but you think you want to get out of there as fast as possible. You still got one more match to go, and it's against Homicide.
That's a great point. A resting Homicide. Double toe hold by Punk.
Every minute they're in the ring is another minute that Homicide is resting. Nice submission hold. Punk's gonna watch his shoulders though. Rayman out of the hold. Punk up with an arm. Rayman on top again. 2 count. Nails him. Sit down powerbomb.
Rainman, we talked about this before, is able to turn a match around with just a couple of moves.
That was really the first high-impact move so far. CM Punk going all with cheap tactics. Can Rayman follow up, though? Rayman takes him in. Big backdrop.
I'm starting to wonder what effect that Joshua Master really is having on CM Punk.
CM Punk has no insurance policy as Rayman is taking it to him right now.
Rayman has been all the way back in this what looked like a rout. Now you got CM Punk cowering behind the referee.
Oh, low blow.
I've never understood why wrestlers don't wear stops.
Punk now. Oh, he's got his feet on the rope.
And CM Punk's gonna steal yet another one.
A low blow and feet on the rope. Sends Punk to the finals against Homicide. watching Homicide. The finals are underway. Punk going for the tope and misses. He hit Joshua Masters. The plan backfired. What's Homicide doing? Tope con Hilo on the New Dawn.
Get this in the ring, guys. Come on.
It started last night when CM Punk interfered in Homicide's match. Earlier tonight in the opening match, CM Punk jumped Homicide. Now these two are fighting, they're duking it out. The FIP title is on the line. The winner of this one will be the man to take Full Impact Pro to the next level. Constant clears your referee, he's letting it go. We must have a winner in this bout. Homicide has gone through AJ Styles, Joshua Masters, and Austin Aries to get here. CM Punk has cheated his way to the finals, defeating Just Incredible, Rayman, and Vordell Walker.
Todd Sinclair is going to let the athletes decide it. You know, in the NBA playoffs and the NBA finals, there's a term, the referees swallow their whistles. In other words, unless it's just something that they absolutely are forced to call, they won't call it. And this is the same thing that we have here. Todd Sinclair is doing his job. He's going to let these athletes decide who's going to be the first champion. Matt, we're going to have more champions in FIP, but there's always going to be a special honor of being the first champion. And Homicide and CM Punk are battling for that once-in-a-lifetime honor.
CM Punk trying every trick in the book, saying Joshua Masters went to the hospital when it was all set up for the beginning of this match. It did not work though. Homicide fighting back.
Yeah, but Joshua Masters, you have to wonder if he can come back and be a factor in this match. You know, frankly, Joshua Masters is just too stupid to stay down, and he's too stupid to see that CM Punk is doing nothing more than using it. Homicide and CM Punk have turned the Sundome into a war zone.
They are battling everywhere. CM Punk now getting choked out. Todd Sinclair letting it go, and I agree with the call.
By the way, great job by the camera people being able to follow this action all through the building.
Where are these guys going?
Oh, we're at the concession stand. Some guy's trying to buy another beer.
They are battling towards the door. There's a hurricane out there. They are spilling outside.
They're going outside the Sundome. They're in the middle of a hurricane. Hip toss onto the grass. They may fight over the Howard Franklin. They may fight to St. Petersburg. Sets it for the vertical suplex.
Vertical suplex on the grass field.
Homicide and CM Punk. Those unstoppable forces, both determined to win the FIP championship.
The building can't even contain them.
How can these men fight like this after already having wrestled two grueling matches before this tonight?
In a hurricane nonetheless.
You may not like CM Punk, and God knows there's a lot of reasons not to, but you have to respect and admire his heart. Same with Homicide.
CM Punk before using the light pole as a weapon. There's no telling what we'll see.
Todd Sinclair following the men outside.
He's just waiting for them to make their way back to the ring so we can get a champion.
Well, thank goodness they are heading back toward the door.
Homicide Punk set into that steel there.
They're still nowhere close to the ring. Just because they came back into the building doesn't mean this is going to end up in the ring. Now, I wonder what Todd Sinclair's going to do if they start trying to score pinfalls or somebody taps out here.
Well, it's not false count anywhere.
You know what? They may have changed the rules with their own actions. We've got to have a champion.
It is built up all weekend, and it's exploding here as Homicide clotheslines Punk off of the chair.
That's been his most effective weapon throughout that tournament, that devastating lariat. And by the way, he busted up Austin Aries pretty good with that lariat. We saw the carnage of that after the match.
Aries bleeding from the nose after the lariat. Oh, an atomic drop on the chair.
Right into the nether region.
Homicide did have an injured arm going into the finals, but when you're in a brawl like this, no wrestling moves on that arm are gonna matter.
And now he's got two other things that are injured.
CM Punk now taking Homicide. Yeah, I don't know if this is a match that Punk wanted, as he might have wanted to go after that injured arm, but that's not going to do him any good out here.
This is nothing short of a fight. This isn't, I don't even know if we can call it a match anymore.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you piss off Homicide. You better be ready for a fight.
Well, and give CM Punk credit for having the courage of sticking his head in the lion's mouth. Not too many people are willing to brawl with Homicide like this. CM Punk has not backed down one iota.
They're making their way back to the ring. No!
Are they in the ladies' room or the men's room? This isn't a Girls Gone Wild video. Let's hope it's the men's room.
There's urinals. Looks like the men's room. Oh, he's going to try to stick his face in the urinal. That's disgusting.
That would get me.
Oh, ew!
Oh, God, we don't need to be showing this.
Punk tasting the urinal cake.
Oh, and he flushed it.
How's that cake taste?
And there's Todd Sinclair. Todd Sinclair following these guys around. Todd Sinclair's earning his money tonight, isn't he?
They're back in the hurricane.
They may not come back in.
They're entering the eye of the storm. There they go, finally heads back to the ring area. What a brawl.
Right, but they're not coming through any place there's some lights. Hey, give these cameramen are going to deserve combat pay for having to follow these two guys around.
CM Punk right in the steel barricade. Joshua Master still down at ringside.
Look at this, the entire crowd followed CM Punk and Homicide outside. You've kept referring to our mobile studios. This is a mobile crowd. They have followed this match literally all over the USF campus.
Todd Sinclair, great call, let it all go. We're going to have a champion at the end of the night as you see that beautiful FIP heavyweight title belt.
He's using that rope as a whip. Now just a pure choke. Todd Sinclair, hopeful of getting this match back into the ring. I wouldn't bet on it. Oh, for the second time. He has posted him into a place where no man should ever be posted.
And Punk used a low blow to win before.
And now he's going to take,
Choking Homicide with that.
with a security rope, the barricade.
Who will be the first FIP heavyweight champion?
Whoever it is, they're going to have earned it. This is one hell of a fight.
Right now the advantage goes to Punk.
We saw how big Homicide's heart was in his semifinal match against Austin Aries. Remember, Homicide battled way from behind there to come back and win.
So far, this FIP heavyweight title match hasn't even gotten into the ring.
No, not even for an instant, has it?
Punk choking Homicide on the guardrail.
Yeah, and he may have some fingers in the eyes, too. Homicide!
Homicide has to be running on adrenaline right now.
Homicide has the heart the size of a basketball. He continues to fight and to fight and to fight.
Homicide now using that chair, holding it up, getting the fan to hold it up. Batters Punk's head right into it. You might see a little bit of padding there. That doesn't matter. That's a heavy steel chair.
Homicide now trying to catch his breath. I don't think these guys realize how hard they've been fighting for the last several minutes.
Shining Wizard.
And connects. The cover, he's got him. No!
Very interesting to note, I just heard the bell ring. Todd Sinclair just started this match. Todd Sinclair just officially starting the match. It was almost over within 5 seconds of the match starting.
How does Homicide get out of that?
Pure adrenaline.
Leg drop off the top rope.
Another cover.
That will be no! Homicide will not be denied. Double underhook.
He's going for the welcome to Chicago. Homicide turns it around. Nails that pile driver.
The cover. Two. And this time it's Punk that rolls out.
Cameraman, step aside, please, sir. There you go.
Homicide can't believe it.
Sorry.
Both of these men fighting on pure adrenaline, pure heart, pure desire. Overhand, belly to belly, the cover. Joshua Masters back at ringside. Punk kicks out at 2.
Homicide, it looks like he wants that lariat. That's brought him success all the way through this tournament. He's going for it. Punk blocks it, saves himself. Punk going for that mule kick, yes.
The combination, CM Punk hits it. That's a weapon he's used effectively. Backslide, 2, no! Double underhook, picks him up.
Welcome to Chicago, cover. Both men put it all on the line for the honor of being the FIP heavyweight champion.
This crowd is absolutely stunned. Every time this crowd has seen a man completely beaten, they've seen him keep fighting back and fighting back and fighting back.
On the crusher.
From the second rope, he's setting up for the lariat. Homicide can smell it.
Yes.
Lariat, the cover, 2. No, Joshua Masters has just pulled the referee out of the ring.
Of all the cheap tactics, that's the cheapest of them all.
Homicide had it. Homicide had it. CM Punk was not kicking out of that. Now Punk from the top rope. Hoists him up. Takes out Joshua Masters. Todd Sinclair coming back up on the apron. Homicide looks like he wants to suplex him back into the ring.
Oh, Masters grabs a leg just like Voodoo Walker. 2 count only this time.
Homicide will not be denied.
Those cheap tactics didn't work this time. No, Homicide ducks a Pepsi twist. Another lariat. Cover.
Homicide's done it. Homicide's done it. Homicide's the new FIP champion. With the lariat, Homicide has done it.
From just south of heaven, he weighs 160 pounds. He is the newest member of the New Dawn. This is the suicidal demon, Azrael. And he's like a jackass. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the New Dawn. And for those of you who don't know exactly what that is, that's every freak, geek, math nerd, bookworm, ROTC member, I don't care who it is, whoever you people shunned and made fun of, I take under my wing because they're going to be the next superstars here at FIP. Call me the David Koresh of wrestling. Call us the Trench Coat Rod. Why are you still here? Give me this. Beat it. Call us what you want. But you have to call us dominant. Azrael here is my new charge in FIP. He you, and I have to, or I'm gonna be fine. You have to stay away from me, but one person I don't have to stay away from is your childhood friend, Danny Mock, who I am going to beat from pillar to post to make an example out of you for tomorrow night.
Rain Man has put away many men with that hold right there, the spine splitter, but not able to do away with Azrael. Traps the head now and elevates him. Counters into the DDT. Again, buying himself a little bit of time, and what's this? CM Punk has made his way to ringside.
Referee Jim Bragg goes to CM Punk. Rain Man has Azrael pinned. Now Rain Man's going to come up, divert his attention to CM Punk. Whoa, CM Punk, I've never seen him move that fast. Boy, did he get off that apron quickly.
Got out of harm's way, and now the attention of Rain Man on CM Punk as Azrael was about to climb the turnbuckles in the corner, it looked like. Rain Man looking to suplex him back inside the ring. Vertical suplex attempt, but Punk sweep the floor. He's holding the leg down so that he can't kick out. A cheap win for Azrael.
He swept the front and kept Rain Man from kicking out by holding his leg.
Wonderful establishment. It is 1-0. Right now, I'm gonna make it 2-0 when I beat the piss out of Danny Mock. And tomorrow night, Homicide win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna make you a very, very sorry person. We've come too far tonight now.
Violent feuds of 2004 comes to the FIP Mobile Studio in Tampa. It's going to be Dan Moff, the personal friend of Homicide, coming to Tampa for a no disqualification, no count out match with CM Punk. This has been one of the most brutal feuds in the history of ROH wrestling. The Second City Saints of CM Punk, Colt Cabana, and Ace Steel against the Prophecy of Dan Moff, BJ Whitmer, and Christopher Daniels that culminated in that classic Chicago street fight between CM Punk and Ace Steel against Dan Moff and BJ Whitmer. Right now it's going to be one-on-one singles action. Dan Moff is going to get all he wants of CM Punk tonight. Now CM Punk, in addition, has to be mindful that he gets his FIP Championship match tomorrow night in a Falls Count Anywhere match at Fallout Part 2 against Homicide. And look at this, CM Punk wants a handshake.
Well, you got to point out the fact that that Falls Count Anywhere match tomorrow night will be for the title if Homicide is able to keep it around his waist. He has to face BJ Whitmer in BJ's second match of this evening tonight. If he walks away still champion, then that Falls Count Anywhere match is for the title. Otherwise, it's just Punk and Homicide, Falls Count Anywhere, with just their issue at stake. Will we see a handshake?
We see a handshake.
A very tight handshake from Dan Moff. They pulled out all the stops in that Chicago Ridge street fight. Here tonight in Tampa, it is no count out, no DQ. Basically anything goes in this matchup. We can see more of the same tonight on FIP territory.
It is potentially devastating match. You gotta wonder if CM Punk survives tonight to face Homicide tomorrow in a Falls Count Anywhere. So I do have a question. In your opinion, is the wrist clutch exploder the most devastating move in FIP?
Well, I'd actually say that when you're putting BJ Whitmer up against Homicide and you have the wrist clutch exploder against the Cop Killer, I haven't seen a much more devastating maneuver than the Cop Killer out of anyone in FIP or anywhere in professional wrestling. That could be the most lethal finisher in all of professional wrestling today.
CM Punk, the leader of, as he calls it, the New Dawn. Well, Joshua Masters will no longer be a factor in this.
He's part of the old Dawn. And now his new Dawn
Now he's
is
done.
reality. Yeah, he's the new Dawn in FIP.
Homicide with a brutal beating. Homicide just basically got tired of being sucker punched by Joshua Masters, so he eliminated the problem permanently with a brutal beatdown. Right now it's Dan Moff, another ally of Homicide from New York City, facing off against CM Punk. CM Punk has been in the most violent feuds in Ring of Honor history. Remember the feud against Raven, and then the feud, the classic feud against the Prophecy of Dan Moff. CM Punk can wrestle, he can street fight. Dan Moff is just plain old tough.
Well, how much can CM Punk do if he doesn't have a hand? Ever since that tight handshake to start this match off, it's been Dan Moff working over the hand, working over the fingers of CM Punk, and he swats down on that hand once again. How often do you see this kind of a strategy out of someone like Moff? Pick a body part, but pick the hand?
Well, the hand and the wrist. I have seen these two absorb more punishment a lot from each other than just about any two wrestlers in the profession today. CM Punk or Dan Moff, who can take the biggest beating?
Struggling his way out of the corner, that hand is even more suffering even more punishment right now at the hands, no pun intended, of Dan Moff, kicking away at the rope now. CM Punk, I wonder if he could even continue. If he doesn't, what if he's got some broken fingers? What if his hand itself has been broken already in the early going of this match?
Or a broken wrist.
Just standing on that hand now. That's a big man.
Dan Moff, one of the most resilient athletes. You want to talk about
now going after the nose.
You want to talk about an ass no quarter, give no quarter athlete. Dan Moff, I have never seen him back down from a fight, and I have seen him absorb beatings that I didn't think was humanly possible to come back from.
Punk eats an elbow, but able to kick out, still holding onto that hand as Moff pulls him back to a standing position once again. Shoots him off the ropes, goes for the hip toss, and gets it right into a quick cover. Punk kicks out once again.
Both men are ROH Tag Team Champions. In fact, it was Dan Moff that beat, and BJ Whitmer, that beat CM Punk and Colt Cabana for those ROH Tag Team Championships.
Staying on that hand, and again, going for a lot of covers here, Moff, trying to get the victory right off the bat. It may be no count out, no DQ, but they're keeping it basically inside the ring here in the early going, with Moff picking a body part, and now we have interference from the locker room.
It's Azrael. No count out, no disqualification means that the New Dawn can do whatever they want to Dan Moff.
Anything goes, and that also means that Dan Moff, should he need it, could have a little bit of outside help tonight as well in this matchup.
Well, it'll be interesting to see because Dan Moff's normal tag team partner is in other promotions is BJ Whitmer. BJ Whitmer preparing for his FIP title shot momentarily.
Of course, Dan Moff pals with Homicide as well. But Homicide getting ready for that title shot. And you know, tomorrow night, Punk has Homicide on his mind.
And now this is just going to be a beatdown. It's going to be a 2-on-1 beatdown. Azrael, speaking of no disqualifications, that means you can forearm the referee.
Oh, down goes the ref, but if you have no referee, how can you get the victory? I guess maybe the victory isn't exactly the thing that CM Punk is worrying about right now. It's more about sending a message, about taking out Homicide's friend Dan Moff, and sending a message the night before that Falls Count Anywhere matchup. And what's Punk got in his hands?
The victory's going to be if Dan Moff cannot walk out of this ring. He kicks, That substance into the face of CM Punk now runs Eric.
Backfires. Punk doesn't know who he's got. Pile drives his own man. He just pile drove Azrael, going for the cover, and Moff counting as if he were the referee. And Punk's falling for it all because he can't see. That powder or whatever it was, right into the eyes of CM Punk.
I'm telling you, being a member of the New Dawn, you should get hazard insurance.
Pile driving Azrael, getting his hand raised by the official, but no, that's not the official. That's Dan Moff.
That's the official that's going to kick your ass. CM Punk starting to realize that he may have just been had.
He's realizing that's not the referee, and right into the grasp of Moff, release German suplex.
Just gets planted.
Punk struggling to try to wipe his eyes out and try to see once again in this matchup as Moff lights him up in the corner with chops. He's got him seated in the corner as Moff gets a running start now. Cannonballs himself right into Punk's chest.
The referee, we have a new referee as Todd Sinclair has made his way into the ring to replace Jim Bragg. Dan Moff now opening up on CM Punk. Side salto.
And not enough to put away Punk. Anything does go. Hopefully the interference from other men will be put to a stop in this matchup, but hey, I guess it is legal. I would like to see just one-on-one which of these two men will come out the victor tonight.
These two could fight all night. You are not going to see two more resilient, two bone-tough athletes anywhere.
Dan Moff just going to work on Punk. Got him seated in the corner once again. Maybe looking to make it 2 times with that cannonball in the corner. But this time Punk pulling Sinclair in the way. Puts on the brakes, does Moff, before striking the official. At least Moff having a little caring about the well-being of the referee now that we already have one knocked out.
Well, we got 3 referees on the card.
And you don't want to endorse knocking the referees out of commission now. In order to get the victory, you need the ref there to count for you.
Even in a no disqualification, no count out environment, you would hope that FIP management would proffer some stiff fines to CM Punk for intentionally assaulting referee Jim Bragg.
It looks like Punk has slowly regained his sight as a result of that powder in the face. Elevating Moff now into the backbreaker right across the knee.
Have you ever seen anybody bleed as much as CM Punk did and still come back and win a match the way he did against Raven a few years ago?
That was a hard-fought matchup, a hard-fought feud between those two men. But you know, just being in the ring with Raven taught CM Punk so much about fighting in professional wrestling, so much about the mind game aspect of wrestling. And the mind games is what CM Punk has begun to excel at. He always had the athletic side, and now he's getting the mind game aspect thrown into it, and he's also teaching it to young wrestlers such as Azrael in the New Dawn.
Well, right now, he's giving a lesson on how to get your butt kicked. Dan Moff, just brutal. As I mentioned earlier, this is an ass no quarter, give no quarter type of competitor. CM Punk trying to fight his way out of trouble.
Nice forearm shot, has Moff reeling it. Did he just hit him with what I thought he just hit him with?
I don't know if that's a lubricated or ribbed weapon.
Anyway, picking Moff back up. Talk about a mobile studio. Where the hell are we? Out to the parking lot it looks like they're going. Out the door, there's the ring truck. We're in the parking lot, but hey, no count out, anything goes. The referee's allowing all this right on the hood of that truck. Go CM Punk.
Oh, that's going to be a no disqualification ruling there as well, isn't it?
The orange cone put to use right on the lower extremities of CM Punk.
Oh, the extremities aren't that low. We're going to tear up that truck.
Well, thankfully off the truck, thankful for that, for the owner of that truck, and into the side of the ring, truck goes CM Punk.
Ryder's gonna be pissed.
Dan Moff firmly in control here. Looks like they're going to go back into the building.
Working their way back in toward the ringside area.
This crowd is stunned. They're not quite sure what to think. Now, it's not a hardcore match, but when there's no disqualifications, and you have 2 guys that fight this way, it becomes a hardcore match.
And he's got a garbage can, it looks like. And just launches it right at the face of CM Punk. Punk trying to grab whatever he can to put it to use. As Moff is putting weapons to use. What has he got in his mouth?
With CM Punk, you never know.
What are you trying to say, man?
And straight up, CM Punk is one of the great competitors I've ever seen in wrestling.
And he's begging for a little forgiveness right here. I didn't mean to make you so angry. He's asking for the timeout. And we have no DQ, no count. Do we have timeouts? Is that what
No timeouts. As the great Gordon Solie used to say here in the state of Florida.
I just wanted to check. Catches the leg of Moff, but he takes Punk back down. Chop right across the chest. And again, knife edge chops. Finally, down he goes.
Now, you've seen Dan Moff as much as I have. You've got to give CM Punk some respect. He is absorbing more punishment from Moff than I've seen anybody else absorb.
And he's staying to fight despite all of this punishment. Punk flat on his back in the center of the ring. And Moff goes for the diving headbutt, but Punk moves out of the way. Crash and burn, Danny Moff.
That would have been it. One of the hardest heads in all of professional wrestling belongs to Dan Moff.
Punk looking to follow up on this mistake by Moff. Lands the kick. And once again, he's got Moff stunned, but not down. Inverted DDT. Oh, only two. Punk getting visibly frustrated right here.
Well, if anybody should understand how hard it is to keep Dan Moff down for 3 seconds, you'd think it'd be CM Punk.
A situation where a war elsewhere in professional wrestling, namely Ring of Honor, has trickled down to FIP as CM Punk has Moff in the corner, a series of strikes, but Moff just pulling him out of the corner into the inverted atomic drop, and the lariat takes him down. Another near fall for Moff right there.
Dan Moff just, I hate to use the word unstoppable, is as close to unstoppable as you're going to find in a human being. Does anybody have a bigger heart than Dan Moff?
Firing away on CM Punk, basically turned the tables as now it's Moff with Punk in the corner, and Punk not able to easily walk out of the corner with Moff, but he can easily get that low blow in to take Moff off his feet. Feet on the ropes by Punk, and that's it. Feet on the ropes, but it's legal.
I was about to say he stole one, but no, he didn't.
But it's legal. Give it to CM Punk.
Homicide, this is the match he wants. He is met by CM Punk, and it is on. And I am joined back in the mobile studio.
Wow, back in the mobile studio, victorious as I predicted, but I wanted to see this matchup. It's going to be Falls Count Anywhere between CM Punk and the notorious 187. They can take it all over Tampa if they want to. Thankfully, the mobile studio, we can watch it all right on our monitors right here.
Well, we saw a taste of this at Emergence. These two met in the FIP Championship Finals, and quickly,
out of nowhere, Azrael.
You knew this wouldn't take long.
Anything goes. They can take the battle all over the place. There's not going to be a DQ in this match. There's obviously no count out. What are you going to be counted out of the state of Florida?
And now they're just going to try to choke the life out of Homicide. And now Homicide does have some allies here. It'll be interesting to see if they come to his aid. Rain Man and Dan Moff both have helped him in the past. Now, Dan Moff took a beating in that four-way fray. I wonder if he's in any condition to come out and help Homicide here.
Well, Azrael took quite a beating in that four-way fray as well, but he's still in fighting shape, still there to support
CM Punk, not even pretending like he wants a one-on-one match with Homicide. Azrael was out nearly immediately. And now, Azrael and CM Punk double team going for the double clothesline off the ropes.
Rayman tripping up Azrael from the floor. I think your question was just answered as Rayman coming to the aid of Homicide. Anything goes in this match.
Rayman and Azrael duking it out. And that's going to leave CM Punk one-on-one with the notorious 187, the FIP heavyweight champion, Homicide.
Well, it's not really about whose friends can beat up whose friends in this matchup. We want to see who's the better man between Homicide and Punk, and it looks like we're going to get that. Falls Count Anywhere in Tampa.
Well, and as I mentioned earlier, but even when it wasn't a Falls Count Anywhere match, they started a brawl before their tournament finals match that literally went out into a hurricane. I mean, these guys have been stuffing each other's heads in urinals.
Yeah, do falls count in toilet bowls?
Falls count anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Pulling him up. Homicide dishes the pain right to CM Punk's forehead. Measures him for the chop right across the chest.
And this is all Homicide ever wanted. Was just, if CM Punk wants to fight, okay, Homicide just wants a fair fight.
Back rake from Homicide. Punk reeling the other side of the building. Falls count on that pool table if need be.
I mean, we could be in the convenience store before this is over.
Near fall on the pool
On
table.
the pool table.
Does he have to call a shot before going for a cover?
I have no idea.
Making their way to the other side of the building. Falls count in the locker room.
Yeah, we're about to go backstage, folks.
Taking you on the tour of the mobile studio. Pulling him back out. He's got a garbage can. Homicide blocks and sends it right over the head of CM Punk.
Well, we have seen both of these wrestlers in so many classic brawls.
You need to stop that smoking.
Punk can't even see these shots coming from Homicide. Plastic bag over his head. He could have suffocated.
That's dangerous.
And there's the front door here in Tampa. They want to work their way out into the parking lot.
And we'll be interested to see exactly where we are. There's the ring truck.
Face first into the edge of the ring. Hopefully our cameraman can follow the action. They can go wherever they'd like.
I hope these guys are getting hazard pay. And he's going to crotch him.
Back first.
Tried to crotch him on that rail. CM Punk now's got the rail. He's going to, or Homicide's going to use it as a weapon.
As our cameraman trying to follow these two wrestlers as they go through the parking lot. Homicide just stalking him and right across the back of Punk.
Todd Sinclair keeping up the best he can. We're not going back inside that building, are we?
Well, Homicide said we're going to take this to the streets and it's going to end in the streets. He's not here to compete in a professional wrestling ring. If it's Falls Count Anywhere, Homicide's right at home out here in the parking lot in just a street fight, literally.
Well, and CM Punk is as well. How many brutal brawls have we seen CM Punk in over the last few years?
Numerous brawls. He can get hardcore when need be, and looks like he might be taking a risk. That rider truck, man, what if one of these guys gets tossed off this truck? This is definitely a very dangerous situation.
Oh, and here comes Todd Sinclair in case there's a pinfall on top of the rider truck.
They're battling up there. Punk maybe looking for the punch. Pepsi punch off the rider truck.
Homicide.
Death could be welcome after that.
Desperately get out of that situation.
Clothesline on the top of the rider truck, courtesy of Homicide. As our camera crew trying to follow these guys as they battle outside of the building here in Tampa.
I think the term you're looking for with this camera crew is valiant, because they're putting their own safety at stake to follow this action.
Punk battling for positioning. Looked like a DDT on the top of the truck.
You know, that's going to be about a 20-foot drop should either one of these men fall off the back of this truck.
I hope for both of their own well-being. There's another near fall right there. For their own well-being, hopefully they'll get off this truck. We don't need anybody falling from high places, jeopardizing their career.
Especially two careers as great as this. Your FIP champion is Homicide. CM Punk in demand literally all over the world, not only in Japan but in Europe as well.
The title is indeed on the line in this matchup. We can see a title change out of the parking lot.
Winner of this match will go into the Florida Rumble next month as the defending FIP
And
champion.
he's got 17 guys on his tail going after that.
Well,
And he won't even know who he's going to wrestle until that night.
but he'll only have to wrestle one. If the loser wants to get back into title contention, they're going to have to beat 17 men.
But it is 17 hungry guys gunning for that championship. And now raking Punk, much like a steel cage match, raking him against that steel.
Homicide lighting CM Punk up. Where are we?
We're in Tampa, Florida.
I know, but I mean, what building is this?
Well, it's the mobile studio. We can travel wherever we'd like, and that's one of the beauties of Full Impact Pro.
I know, but I mean, who's navigating this tour bus?
And the tour bus doesn't really look like that vehicle on the side of the building, but right now, taking the battle toward the streets, you can see the cars zooming by on a busy street. Hopefully they won't be playing in traffic.
Oh, I wouldn't put it past these two guys.
It says after hours, something about after hours.
Looks like your kind of place.
What are you trying to insinuate? Laid out on the hood of that car right there is Homicide Punk working their way to the other side of the building here. Can't quite make out what's on that sign. It looks like Tootsie or something. Little Tootsies.
You know, we may be in trouble here.
Why is that? Back rake again. This time for Homicide.
You know, if somebody, say girls.
I like girls.
Well,
Hammering away on Homicide.
hopefully it doesn't come to that point.
Nice choice of words there, Nutty. As Homicide has a seat, gets back up. Oh, what a brutal shot. Right across the chest of Punk. And the fans have followed them here to Lil Tootsies.
I think there's some valets out there too.
Valet parking or wrestling parking?
Valet
Drop on the concrete.
Oh dear God.
That could be it right there as Punk goes for the cover. Hooks that leg. No. Could have seen a title change right on the
How tough is Homicide? Can you imagine taking a backdrop on a parking lot and still being able to kick out?
It just shows just how rough and tough your FIP heavyweight champion is. As they battle, they're making their way inside the building now.
I hope somebody's got a cover.
Double axe
And I
handle.
don't mean a pin attempt either.
They're going inside. And are we going to see some goals?
Well, we're seeing some fight.
And the patrons of this fine establishment, they're just seeing a fight break out. Two guys wrestling boots on, knee pads, and are we going to see a little bit of dancing?
There's the brass pole.
Break out your dollar bill, Mark.
No.
Well, you're not going to tip him. Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Spin the wheel, make the deal, uses the ball for leverage.
Oh, runs the kick. Going for the cover. Title change, no. Only
CM Punk.
Hey, she won't even dance.
What are they chanting at her?
I can't really tell. What's Punk looking for here? Maybe a pile driver. Side Russian leg sweep from Homicide.
I think they told that girl she's boring.
Boring. Well, she's seeing more action out of these two than we are out of her. Blocking our camera view. Yeah, nice camera angle.
All right,
I mean, it is.
Pay
But
attention.
still, we have a match going. Title on the line. Big slam.
Well, I didn't think there could be possibly anything wilder than that brawl last week.
Nobody's even sitting up there to give dollar bills to Punk. Going for the cover.
You know, I thought,
And look, she's going to take a high risk maneuver. What should he going for here? A dive?
CM Punk is distracted.
Homicide works his way amongst the chairs.
The straight arrow apparently really is straight.
Whoa, nice maneuver right there. As right now, it looks like they're battling back toward the door. No, they're going in the Boom Boom Room.
Is this the VIP lounge?
The Boom Boom Room is seeing more action. I wonder if there's anyone in there a little occupied right now. Hip toss on the couch. That's a little softer than the concrete.
It's like the set of a lemonade. But I didn't think it was possible. I saw these two guys fight in urinals and fight in a hurricane, and I didn't know if it could get any wilder than, well, it has.
Getting a little crazy, only here at FIP. Where is this mobile studio going anywhere to find a place like this?
I
I don't know, but
I like the driver.
yeah.
Low blow there from Punk doing whatever was necessary. No DQ in this matchup, and we're seeing some hot girl-on-girl action up on the stage.
All right, let's keep match. Focus on
There's
the
two
match.
matches going on right now. She's working her over.
I think Homicide is now distracted.
She's doing a little bit of a roll.
Oh! CM Punk will get his head back into the game.
And Punk taking a look at the other match.
Oh, CM Punk said that she's a bore.
No. He said, you are a whore. And he speaks the truth.
Well, I was trying to keep this family.
And we're back out in the parking lot. Going for a pile driver. Pile driver on the concrete. What's that
Gotta be
leg?
all.
And he holds on to the title. Homicide retains the championship out in the parking lot.
In the most amazing Falls Count Anywhere brawl you'll ever see, Homicide retains, goes into the Florida Rumble as your champion.
He drew number one earlier this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James Gibson.
Full Impact Pro presents the first Florida Rumble. Hi everybody, I'm Mark Nolte, joined by Dave Frazan. We are in the FIP Mobile Studio, and it is parked in Lakeland, Florida at Latino's Nightclub.
And making his way to the ring right now, the first entrant in the Florida Rumble, James Gibson, through number one.
Drawn number two earlier this afternoon. The leader of the New Dawn, this is CM Punk.
And drawing number two, CM Punk.
Shut your mouth! Give me this microphone. Well, back here in Florida, and wouldn't you know, leave it up to you Floridians to screw up something where you have to vote or there's a ballot. You see, because what happened in the back, I pulled a number, and it wasn't number two. You see, me and my charge right here, Azrael, we chose numbers at the same time, and just so happened that he picked number two. I drew number 19, so I will see you later in the Rumble. And James Gibson, if you're in there, I'm gonna beat you like every other person that I've ever beat when I'm here in FIP. Because I should be the FIP champion, not anybody else, me. What Azrael's gonna do right now is he's gonna throw you out. He's gonna wait another minute, and he's gonna throw out everybody else until I come in there, and then he's gonna step out over the top rope, and then I am gonna go on later tonight to wrestle the FIP heavyweight champion. And there's nothing any of you stupid jerks can do about it.
And Jarrell Clark, who is in the red trunks, getting choked.
And
that's
Choke him more. Come on. Boot right across the throat. Choke him.
embarrassing is this going to be for Jarrell Clark?
He's not gonna win.
How embarrassing is it going to
It
be?
won't happen. And it's CM Punk. Punk's gonna win this thing. I'm calling it right now.
CM Punk has been eliminated.
CM Punk!
I mean, Spanky's gonna win. Yeah, that's what I meant all along. Spanky's gonna win this thing. He's getting it.
You've had dates that lasted longer than CM Punk.
Hey, shut your mouth, Nolte. Get rid of Jarrell Clark already.
Your final three, Jarrell Clark, Roderick Strong. And there's the kick that will take Roderick Strong to the fourth, Jarrell Clark. And Spanky.
I was right all along. Spanky comes up with the victory.
Spanky, your first winner of the Florida Rumble. It'll be Spanky versus Homicide for the FIP Heavyweight Championship. What a great match we have coming up. Spanky versus Homicide for the belt. CM Punk wasting no time. The leader of the New Dawn attacks James Gibson. And it is on. And Punk's going to choke Gibson with his ring jacket.
This is one matchup where the fans certainly won by the luck of the order of elimination. Two excellent competitors, two very skilled athletes, and for the very first time doing battle in a professional wrestling ring with one another as CM Punk repeatedly shoulder blocking James Gibson in the corner.
This is a potential future FIP Heavyweight Championship match, as both these men are contenders for any title in the world they want to go after. Now James Gibson keeping his composure. Now goes to work on that left arm, stomping away.
at the midsection. Hammerlock and sends him shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Of course, James Gibson, most recently on WWE SmackDown. Before that, was a star for NWA Wildside.
Besides competing here in FIP right now, of course, he'll be heading to Japan. Compete on a regular basis as well. Focusing on that arm is CM Punk to see if he sticks with it.
CM Punk, arguably the top wrestler on the independent scene today. Of course, a superstar in the Ring of Honor, a star in IWA Mid-South. This is a guy that can pretty much name anywhere he wants to wrestle.
CM Punk, of course, is a fixture for NWA for a time period. Did tour for 01 in Japan. Competed during its existence for MLW. Basically wrestled everywhere possible on the independent scene thus far. And of course, making an impact in Full Impact Pro.
We tried to limit the hyperbole in FIP, but this really is a dream matchup that we're looking at right now.
And very smart wrestler, James Gibson, right off the bat, going to work on the shoulder, going to work on the arm, and hasn't let go of it thus far.
Just earlier tonight, CM Punk was humiliated. CM Punk had switched the numbers with his new guy, lack of a better term, lackey, Azrael. Azrael had drawn 19, CM Punk had drawn 2, and CM Punk forced him to switch numbers.
No, Azrael drew number 2, Punk drew number 19. You had that backwards.
Regardless, CM Punk promised that 19 would lead to a victory, and instead James Gibson eliminated him in less than 8 seconds.
Able to take James Gibson down with the suplex and free himself from the arm damage, trying to shake off the effects of James Gibson's assault thus far.
Notice the way that CM Punk wanted to turn this into a brawl by attacking James Gibson before the bell and choking in the ring jacket. James Gibson kept his composure and kept it a wrestling match.
The backbreaker, but keep his shoulders down for a 3 count.
But CM Punk, so versatile, so much at home in really any environment. Just an outstanding wrestler. Sometimes the fact that he is so controversial and he's been in so many high-profile brawls around the country, sometimes I think that you almost forget about the fact that he's such a brilliant technical wrestler.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people like to say, oh, CM Punk and Azrael are like the freaks of society. They don't really have too many friends other than each other. But he is a great wrestler. Take nothing away from his ability.
And he's a great technical wrestler. He's not just a brawler. I mean, just a brilliant technical wrestler. One of the few guys that can get in the ring is James Gibson and swap holds.
He's one of the few guys that can get in the ring with just about anybody and adapt to their styles. He drops down with the net.
I agree with that completely.
Goes for the cover, but no.
For CM Punk was in the finals of the FIP Heavyweight Championship tournament against Homicide, where they literally fought through a hurricane in that match. Homicide coming out of that match victorious, capturing the FIP Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk has just been obsessed with getting another shot at Homicide. We were in the FIP Mobile Studio when they literally destroyed a strip club in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
And did you see that whore that was dancing next to the match?
I thought he called her a bore.
No. She was clearly a whore. And she clearly wasn't paying attention to the match. As right now, anyone who is paying attention will see that he's working his way back to his feet. James Gibson with shots to the midsection of CM Punk. Frees himself from his grasp. Duck with a clothesline off the ropes. He comes. Crossbody takes Punk down.
James Gibson's so quick. CM Punk thought he had James Gibson there, the referee, taking control of this match. There's that figure 4 head scissors. We've talked about this move before, and how not only is it debilitating, but in the right circumstance, he really doesn't have it quite figure 4.
And not quite as well as Jimmy Ray had.
I'm not sure. There's a match I'd like to see.
What, Punk and Jimmy Ray?
Yeah, that'd be a great match. With Punk against Fast Eddie Vegas, or Azrael against Fast Eddie Vegas. Oh, what a great tag match that would be.
It will be interesting. Perhaps they will cross paths in the forthcoming tag team tournament. Right now, rolling the shoulders down to the canvas. Oh, close. Very close right there.
CM Punk quickly cuts off that advantage. Fans anxiously awaiting the arrival of Samoa Joe and Kuda next month here in FIP.
Don't forget cool Seth Delay out of NWA Alliance. Takes the buckle hard and down to the canvas, tumbles James Gibson, and Punk trying to get in his head a little bit.
CM Punk is the master of mind games. Look, don't let the outlandish interview style fool you. CM Punk as erudite as any wrestler in the ring today. And right now, James Gibson is finding out that nobody walks into FIP and gets to the top based solely on their resume.
No, he has to fight for his spot on the roster just like everyone else. Just like Spanky did to work his way toward that title shot tonight against Homicide.
Well, we spent a lot of time tonight, Dave, talking about the different promotions that these wrestlers work for and the variety of promotions these wrestlers work for. This is almost an open door policy. If you think you're good enough and you come to FIP and you win matches, then you're going to get your shot in main events. You're going to get your shot at the FIP Heavyweight Championship.
To all up-and-coming independent wrestlers out there that think that they have something to offer the world of professional wrestling, that think they have the tools to hang with the likes of a CM Punk or a James Gibson, you come to Full Impact Pro, maybe you'll work your way into the DP sessions.
But if it's, but it's wins and losses, that cradle.
Almost a win right there for James Gibson.
Neck breaker. James Gibson trying to rally himself back into this match. But the important thing is it's wins and losses that determines who gets title shots, not backstage politics.
Referee applying a double count on both athletes. Struggling to work their way back to their feet here. Get down for some energy.
This match is really taking its toll, especially on James Gibson, who's been underneath for the majority of this match. Now Gibson battling his way out of trouble one more time. CM Punk, high knee to the chest. Punk off the ropes, and he gets caught with a double forearm. A second double forearm.
Ooh, running knee to the side of the head.
And there's the cover. James Gibson so adept at wrestling from behind. Doesn't panic when CM Punk had the huge advantage earlier in this match. The redneck messiah, as he likes to refer to himself. James Gibson, I don't think you're much of a country music fan, are you? Now Gibson,
I don't like redneck women either. Elbow right to the back of the neck, butterflying the arms.
Into the backbreaker.
Welcome to the mobile studio, man. Hooks that leg. Kicks out.
Did you have any idea that tonight we would get to see CM Punk against James Gibson?
You know, it was like rolling the dice across the board tonight as to what matches the fans were going to get. It's very unpredictable here. We're hoping to make this a yearly tradition here to close the year with the Florida Rumble at the end of December.
Well, we certainly have seen a lot that it has a lot to offer. CM Punk with the clothesline. Now again going for the cover.
Going right after that cross arm breaker, see if he can cinch it in, trying to block it. Doesn't quite have the hold cinched in.
Well, it looks like he's going for the double toe hold. And he's going to lift CM Punk.
And takes him over with it. And notice Punk's not really near the ropes right here. He can tap. This could be it right here. Referee getting in there to see if Punk needs to give it up. Trying to maneuver his way out of the hold, or perhaps toward the ropes. He's crawling toward the ropes. And he does make the ropes, of course, a win.
Nice counter by CM Punk. It's conspicuous by his absence, his Azrael.
he doesn't need to get involved. So just like I didn't have to be ringside for 9 men, he doesn't need to be in Punk's corner, and Punk didn't need to be in Azrael's corner earlier tonight.
I agree with you. Nobody needs to be in anybody's corner, but that certainly hasn't stopped Azrael in the past from interfering in CM Punk's business.
I mean, don't make accusations about them. Did Punk interfere in Azrael's match earlier tonight? No.
Now Punk from the middle rope gets caught with a cross arm breaker, gets caught with the arm bar.
Fujiwara style, just cranking back on it. Referee checking on Punk's condition.
Punk trying to get to the ropes.
See if he can. Works his way back to his feet. Takes out the leg. Kicks off CM Punk. Goes right back after that leg. Kicks him off once again. Gives him back to his feet.
And he catches him.
And that's it.
And makes a successful FIP debut.